How is everyone today? It's been a few days since I did a live. I watched most of the Diddy, the new Diddy documentary, the 50 Cent one. I've got a weird, I can't look at anything without thinking about good and evil, without thinking about the power structures of the world. And I can't help but think about a point where it said early on he didn't know how people were, he didn't know how they did what they were doing or got where they were, but he wanted to do that. He just wanted to hit those levels of power and have it all to himself. And he, I think, figured it out really well, really quickly. For an independent guy, I think he just really understood. I mean, it's when you know something is, or somebody is worth something, the easiest way to catapult their value is to create a permanent scarcity with what they do. And that was the whole East Coast, West Coast thing. It created fear, so no one wanted to join because they thought they would die. And it limited and made more valuable all the existing work of the people that were in it by killing them. And that's when you think, I think about Whitney Houston. She was becoming not worth as much. And right after there was no more Whitney Houston, all of that stuff became worth a lot more. Some of the most popular music is from people that are dead. And some of them, if they were alive, may have never lived to see the amount of fame that their death created. And that's kind of the catch-22 of fame and power. They wanted the fame, which was always going to be under control of power. And Diddy wanted power to control fame. But you're never at the top. You're never at the top of a game like that. You're always a bit player in the game of something that doesn't have to eat or sleep. It's not human. You're always, every human that wants to tap into that machine, you're always limited by your humanness. You can be ruthless. You can drop Molotov cocktails through the roof of people's cars and be a gangster. But eventually, other humans will stop you if you're a human. If you're not human, you can indefinitely keep on being a bad incentive program. And I think that that's a lot of what runs the world. Bad incentive programs. Things that they'll never die because they were never human to begin with. We have to navigate the world and do what's best for us. And we can't escape the fact that most of what's running the show is evil. But you can know that joining those teams is limiting. You can't get into the mob and think I don't want to do any crime. I just want to hang out in the mob. If you join, they're going to want you to do crime. And the amount you do will determine how high you can rise in it. But always know you're limited by the fact that you're a human. Hey everybody, I'm good. I've just been thinking about Diddy and the show that I watched. It's, if allegedly he killed Tupac, that made him famous. And if allegedly he let Biggie get killed, that made him more famous. And that kind of just straight up, it's human sacrifice. And I don't think that's new. That's really really par for the course of worldly power. He was just a one-man show of it. He understood all of that. And the scary thing is there are entire nations that run tremendous sacrifice programs, and it gets them tremendous worldly power. But the thing they're up against is the humans. And, not to get religious, but I'm gonna. I think that was the innovation of Jesus. What he brought to the table was freedom. Like not freedom to live. Everybody's gonna die. Don't get it twisted. Everybody's gonna die. Yeah, lots of sacrifices. But the closer you get to the game being up, there was nothing Diddy could do at the end. He could have killed 100 people, and the jig was up, and it will always be up. There's nobody that's going to get a free ride. Not forever. Because again, you're dealing with power coming from non-human sources. And those non-human sources hate you. They hate their most loyal worshipers are hated. That's just how it is. You're human. It's your limiting factor. There's only one probably kind of freeing thing. And like I said, that was the innovation of Jesus. He didn't want anything. There's no sacrifice. That it was the twist on its head. It was somebody else making a sacrifice for you, not the other way around. And that's kind of how you can tell that there was one thing out of all the things you can worship, out of all the things that you can get power from. There's one thing that said, I'm not going to give you power, but I'll protect you. And you don't have to pay the price, because it did. I don't get bogged down in like, oh, names, this, that, whatever. You know, the monotheism has been used against people. Like there were, maybe still are, lots of gods. Like they probably didn't go anywhere, but one that was looking out for you. Yeah, I don't think it's any I don't know. It doesn't seem to me like throughout, if you even look at the Bible, there's one God that was in control of everything the whole time. It does seem like it's, you know what I mean? At some point there was a paradigm shift. There was a change. Somebody else took control. And I believe that, yeah, you can't assume that just one true God meant that there were no others. And that, I mean, obviously there's stuff out there. There's people that get power from worshiping stuff that you shouldn't probably be worshiping, and you don't see what it's costing them. The Diddy thing is so fantastic because everyone's gonna get to see what it cost him. I think next year there is a trial for a guy for murdering Tupac. So there's a chance Diddy will never get out of jail. That 5-year thing, that might just be the thing that kicks it off. But it's not over yet. But yeah, a lot of people, you don't see what it costs them to carry out the things that keep them in power. And once you get in power that way, boy, you better hope you never fall out of power. Because it's coming for you. It's like being addicted to something. It's going to take a little bit more evil behavior every time. A little bit more to get you through the day. And if you ever say, man, I'm tired of this, I want to walk away, that's when it's over. It ends when you say, I can't, the sacrifice is too high. And then you're done. A lot of the wars currently being waged all over the world, what's keeping them in power is that they're at war. As soon as the war is over and your humans get the chance to say, okay, now let's take account of what we've done, your goose is cooked. Because they're gonna say, all right, well, that was fucked up. You should probably at least go to prison for all the things that you did and put us through, all the evil you made us participate in. It's those are my thoughts on power. I don't believe the world rewards good power. Good power might not even exist. I'm not sure. Maybe we We already went through it all. And for sure, I kind of am of the opinion that, like, things were never meant to last forever. I don't think, look at the Romans. I'm sure at some point they thought their shit was going to last forever, and it didn't. I have a lot, my thoughts are more coherent in my head, but there's a lot I don't generally want to say. I think y'all pick up on what I'm trying to beat around the bush of. That was interesting. Yeah. Worldly power. It's not rewarded. It's not given to anyone without somebody putting a collar on it. And again, when I say somebody, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about something older and more, I don't think it's smart. I think it just knows the game. Power's not smart. It just knows the game. It has a playbook. It can't account for new things. And there's not much new, but people can use it in new ways. And that's where it all starts to come unraveled. When you've been doing the same thing for 2,000 years, I think eventually you breed smarter prey. When you hunt things for 2,000 years, you create smarter prey. And that's, I think that's the beauty of America. The concept of everyone fled the existing traps. If you got here, if you're in America, you just got here, been here for 200 years, if you've been here, since the 1600s, you fled something. You have a genetic predisposition to identifying the hunter or the trap or whatever and saying, I want to go somewhere where that doesn't exist yet. And of course it followed you. A hunter or predator can't help but follow the game. And that's where we're at. We're at the final showdown. In America, either the hunter will win or he'll get eaten by the thing he was hunting. And I think that's kind of, that's cool. I think we're about to get to see it too. I think 250 years was a good prep time. So, we'll see. Those are my thoughts on Diddy and worldly power. We'll probably talk about this again later. Y'all have a great day. Bye.